and gentlemen, find your seats please, find your seats please. Up, go on. Right, put them up, float door. Right, ladies and gentlemen, best of order please for Raymond Jappy and James Alexander. Thank you.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real pleasure for James and I to be here. We're going to start in traditional style with a march, Strathspey and Reel, kicking off with James Scott Skinner's Dumbarton Castle. To hear up here, is the balance and everything okay? Yeah? Super. We started off, as I said, with Dumbarton Castle and then went into Kelly Brig and the Spey and Spate. I'm from Finechty, although now I stay in Aberdeen, and I always, when I'm playing, wherever I go, try and play some tunes of William Marshall and from around Speyside. And what better way to start than to have Craigellachie Brig by William Marshall and the Spey and Spate by James Scott Skinner tonight. Something a little bit different now. We're going to travel up and we're going to play three tunes by Willie Hunter. I'm sure many of you will have heard Willie Hunter and Willie Hunter's playing. He's an absolutely amazing fiddle player and a fantastic composer. He didn't write very many tunes, but the tunes he did write are all absolutely excellent. And from time to time I'm lucky enough to be able to play on the National Trust for Scotland cruises, and we go around in the Hebridean Isles and the Western Isles of Scotland sometimes. So I'm going to kick off with a tune that always reminds me of that. It's called The Love of the Isles. Thank you very much. We're going to continue now with a kind of lovely slower. It's a more contemporary composition. This time it's a tune by Phil Cunningham. And it's a tune that we've just started playing together. We played it last night and we're going to do something different tonight, but we both really enjoyed playing it last night and the audience really enjoyed it. So we thought we'd share it with you again. It's a tune called Quendel Bay. we're going to finish off our contribution to our concert with 3 tunes, all really well-known fiddle tunes and ones that I really love playing. Mr. Mickey, The March, Earl Grey, The Strathspey, and Miss Cameron of Balvenie. But before we do that, I would just like you to put your hands together for my accompanist, James Alexander.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 of the finest musicians you are ever going to hear. James Alexander and Raymond Jarvie. Right, you've got 34 seconds to get you and come back in. 1, 2. Wait a minute and we'll introduce somebody who needs no introduction. You've got a couple of minutes and then we'll come on to the next young man from Caribbean. Take your seats, please. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 2 days ago, I went to see an old pal of mine. An old minister, man. He just bides himself in the manse away up the back of Newmill there. And I get in to see him and I knocked on the door, and when the door opened, there was a young lady standing there. I thought, oh. She says, are you here to see the minister? I says, aye, I am. He says, well, just come in. He's in the front room writing his sermon. I'll bring you a cup of tea. So that's fine. So get away through. There was the minister sitting at his desk scribbling away. And I says, oh, hello, minister. He says, oh, hello there, farmer. How are you getting on? I says, fine. I says, you're doing well. He says, what do you mean? He says, well, that busty young wench that met me at the door there. He says, what, Avril? Avril, that's my housekeeper. See, that's a terrible thing to accuse me of. A man of the cloth. So a man of the cloth, terrible thing. You should be ashamed of yourselves. All right, fine, fair enough. So I sat down and Avril brought us a cup of tea and a scone, which we have. We had a cup of tea and a scone and I left. And the next day he phoned me up. He says, yes, Rory, he says, did you have a nice cup of tea yesterday? I says, oh, it's very nice to see you again, Minister. He says, I don't know how to put this. He says, but at dinner time, lunchtime today, when Avril went to serve the soup, she realised we didn't have a soup ladle. Now, we had one before you came to visit. Now, I'm not saying you took the soup ladle, but I'm not saying you didn't take the soup ladle. All I am saying is this: you're the only visitor we've had, and your soup ladle has disappeared. I says, oh, I see, oh, it's like that, is it? Like that, is it, Minister? Well, I says, see you and Avril. He says, yes. I says, see you and Avril. Well, I'm no saying you're getting up to mischief with that lassie. And I'm no saying you're no getting up to mischief with that lassie. What I will say is this: if you'd slept in your own bed last night, you'd have found your bloody soup ladle. Right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, please, for Mr. Stuart.
I'm not saying nothing. Well, this is a world first. This is the first time I've ever sung at a Keith festival sober. I probably will be the last time. New Dumbarton's the place where I met Anne McKelvey. She was walking her dog by the shore, and there we stood talking as evening was falling. Then I walked her back into her door. Do you fancy at the dancing with me? The band in the tune halls, the finest you'll see. And if there's no another place you'd rather be, then come to the dance with me, Annie. Oh, I'd need a few days to consider your proposal. My mother would have to consent. So I left her that night with a kiss on the doorstep. Then back home through bowling I went. Do you fancy a night at the dancing with me? The band in the tune halls, the finest you'll see. And if there's no another place you'd rather be, then come to the dance with me, Annie. Oh, at last she agreed to come out with me dancing. She would travel to Clydebank by train. On that coal station platform for hours I stood waiting, but I never saw any again. Do you fancy a night at the dancing with me? The band in the tomb hall's the finest you'll see, and if there's no another place you'd rather be, then come to the dance with me, Annie. Oh, it's oft times I've walked by the banks of the Leven and followed its flow to the Clyde, and I think of the hours spent with Annie McKelvey, the lassie who wounded my pride. Do you fancy a night at the dancing with me? The band in the tomb hall's the finest you'll see, and if there's no another place you'd rather be, then come to the dance with me, Annie. Annie McKelvey. Okay, you never get clap and shout because I'm singing fire songs, so you can sit silent in between them if you want. God, that stuff will not catch on, will it? I prefer it after it's been processed, down at the other end of the tune. Wee bothy ballad now. A lot of the bothy ballads were, well, most of them were written in the days before political correctness. And this even was a wee on PC, but Twas on the Michaelmas market day, the snow lay on the ground, when a farmer he came up to a lad and offered him £10. But mind you needs the blocking of the muck and 100 other jobs for buy. And seeing the good wife she's laid down, you wouldn't mind milking the cow, you wouldn't mind milking the cow. Up spoke the lad, oh he was mad, oh it was that you said, that you'd make me a farmer's boy into a dairy maid. Oh, your lips all pluck and your mouth all muck are the only other job for buy. But I'm blessed if I will undertake to milk your bloomin' cow, to milk your bloomin' cow. Ah, on your tongue the farmer said, and they mak sick as soon. Here, tak the shilling and say nae mair afore a crowd get around. But mind you needs to plucking out the muck and 100 other jobs for buy. And if the good wife she gets up, I wouldn't bid you milk the cow, I wouldn't bid you milk the cow. That's all very well, the lad he said, I've heard that tale afore. But I'm on him more proof than that afore I enter your door. Are your lips on a pluck, you're not doing a muck, or the only other job for buy. Nor tack in hand to be a dairy maid, or milk your bloomin' cow, or milk your bloomin' cow. I've got a maid, the farmer said, she has to milk as well. Hang on, the laddie cried, man, that's another tale. Oh, your lips all pluck and your mouth all muck are the only other job for buy. And if the maid she gans with me, we'll very soon milk your cow, we'll very soon milk your cow. The laddie arrived, his butches full and a chappy on his back. When he spied the farmer with an ugly dame in a quiet crack. That'll be the good wife, the laddie thought, I'm glad she's nearly done. For I dinna want to start knocking yet, afore I've seen the tune, afore I've seen the tune. My wife's nae better, the farmer said, but this is her dairy maid. She'll help you with the milking when she's got your supper laid. For you're not shimmy pluck, you're not shimmy muck, or the only other job for pie. It's a wonder that a woman with a face like that, she doesn't put your goose dry. Thank you. I think my throat's starting to... It's like this bloody water I've been drinking. Please don't hassle the entertainers.